Never say you're being eaten alive by mosquitoes ever again. Trust me, you don't want that. That was an actual method of execution. Sacism was an ancient form of torture and execution where you'd cover someone with honey, stick them in a hollowed log, and let nature run its course. These guys got really creative with killing people for some reason. They came up with all different kinds of ideas for torture. I really hope these guys did something like really bad to deserve this. Not just, steal some bread chunks from the local merchant and then they go, off with your head. You will be stuck in a hollowed out log with some honey and be eaten by bugs. Cause that's gonna take a while. There might be a haunted Russian radio station. Maybe. UVB-76 is a low-frequency radio station that has been broadcasting since 1982. No one knows where the broadcast is originating. It's mostly just a buzzing noise with an occasional Russian voice transmission. So it occasionally catches on to a different, radio station nearby. I don't know, that's just my guess. But it's a demon, sure. Your child is exactly as creepy as you think they are. Yeah, they definitely are. 20% of children report hearing voices. It could be imaginary friends or the latter. I definitely believe that kids can talk to ghosts more often than adults because kids believe them and they're more open to that experience. They haven't been trained to be scared of it yet. Attack of the Killer Bees might not be too far from the truth. The Japanese giant hornet has venom so powerful, it's said to melt human flesh. Ew. That's why I just don't mess with any kind of hornet, wasp, bees. I don't care how peaceful they are. If they're going extinct, I don't care. Keep them away from me or I'm gonna kill them. Because their sting hurts. And it's not just, if you only provoke them. It's if you go near them, they're just like, attack! 1/3 of murders go unsolved in the US. Is there anything else that needs to be said? So if you get murdered, there's a pretty good chance no one's gonna know what happened to you. That's exciting. More than 80 million bacteria are exchanged in a single kiss, you perverts. Think about that next time you give your date a kiss. Is it really worth it? Yeah, it's pretty worth it. There was a chicken called Mike the Headless Chicken that lived for 18 months after its head was cut off. So y'all didn't cut it very good. I don't know if it was alive, maybe it just wobbled around a little bit because, the nerves are still twitching. Pine trees have proven that they can grow inside the body. Doctors recently went into surgery to remove what they thought was a tumor. It turned out to be a fir tree growing in a man's lungs. See, that is why I don't swallow seeds from any kind of fruit. Cause I think my parents scarred me as a kid. They said an apple tree would start growing inside my tummy. Your cell phone is more disgusting than a public toilet. Your cell phone has 10 times more bacteria on it than the average public restroom. Gross. I mean, I don't believe that. I don't poop on my phone, so. We found the most terrifying defense mechanism. Horned lizards squirt blood from their eyes as a defense. That's so gross. Is it poisonous and acidic? Is it actually gonna hurt? Or is it just ew, blood? You could be trapped in a coma-like state and be aware of it. Locked-in syndrome might just be the most terrifying medical condition. It's when you're stuck between being asleep and awake, like sleep paralysis. You know you're awake and you can hear and see things around you. However, you can't talk and you can only move your eyes. So you're unable to respond to anything. That literally sounds like sleep paralysis, except you never wake up. So next time you know someone who's stuck in a coma, they can probably hear you. Your cat may sense when you're dying, and that's why I'm never gonna get a cat. A pet cat named Oscar resided in a nursing home and was believed to be able to tell when one of the residents would soon die. He'd sleep beside them until they passed. If I saw that cat come into my room, I'd be like, heck no, get that thing out of here. You ain't coming on my bed, I'm not ready. Rat kings are real. When a group of rats living in close quarters gets their tails tangled together, this can happen for many reasons, they're called a rat king. Do they spin around like a fan? Humans shed skin too, a lot of it. According to WHO, in recent studies, the average person will shed roughly 112 pounds of skin in their lifetime. Gross. So next time you get an itch, careful how hard you scratch. You might run out of layers. Babies grow mustaches in the womb that then spread to cover their entire body and hair, called lanugo. The body hair keeps them warm and helps regulate body temperature. So they're literally covered in fur inside of you? Gross. Don't worry, they shed it before birth. Thank God. If my baby came out all hairy like Chewbacca, I'm sorry, you're going back in until you get rid of that. Crows are so intelligent that they can recognize a human face. So don't get one mad, okay? He will hold a grudge. I want a pet bird now. We all have teeny tiny mites living on our eyelashes. Well, as long as you keep them clean, help them grow out, y'all can stay. The catacombs of Paris hold the bones and remains of nearly 6 million people because they ran out of space for the dead. Y'all need to just start shipping them somewhere else or putting them in the ocean or something. Because I'm sorry, but you're not getting buried in my backyard just because we run out of room. With all the explosions, movement, combustion, and mayhem, the universe is still completely silent. That's because there's no air for the sound to travel through vibrations as it does on Earth. They also say that the Earth smells like steak, like outside in space. In the 1800s, dentures were made out of the real teeth of deceased people. Gross! I'd be like, you better get me some celebrity teeth then. Clean them really well. I want white dead teeth. Want to visit the most haunted island in the world? No. You'll have to travel to Italy. Poveglia reportedly holds the title, attributed largely to the fact that massive numbers of people dying of the plague were quarantined there in the 18th century. Is that what's gonna happen to us? No, I'm out of here. It was also used at one point as a mental asylum. Are you kidding me? That is the worst idea. People who have schizophrenia or don't, you're gonna make them think they're crazy because there's literally demons talking to them. Before the advent of cups and bowls, people in ancient England used hollowed out human skulls to hold their food and drink. Bruh, at that point, just use your hands. That's more sanitary than a literal dead person's skull. Can you imagine eating chili out of a celebrity's old head? No, I didn't think so. But anyways, that's it for creepy facts that will make your skin crawl. Comment below which one was the creepiest, and comment below if you have any of your own creepy facts you want us to know. And as always, please subscribe, turn on notifications, follow me on social media, links are all down below, and I'll see you next time.